OKC. OKC Thunder wins game 5 of the NBA Finals, 120-109. One win away for the team's first championship. I don't count that one as Seattle, just bullshit. It, Seattle should keep their own records. I hate that. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, to the game. Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams. Woo, that boy was something. He finished with 40 points. Was just really, really on them. Really, really on them. And they had no answer. He was driving, scoring at will, playing great defense, just doing everything he needs to do. And then, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, he had 31 and 10. A lot of double teams, but he was able to make the key assist to be able to get his team the win. And there's no. And the thing was, I like that they kept feeding Jalen Williams because he has a hot hand instead of trying to force Shea, try to take the game over and take him home. No, they're trying to win, and that's something that is championship material with a team. Think about the win. They're not trying to think about who should do what. The pecking order when it's the flow of the game. And that's a great decision of Mark Dagnall, making sure that plays was being drawn up for Jalen Williams, and they're looking for him. And it was that's masterful coaching on that part. And now OKC is one win away from winning championship. One win, up 3-2, one win away. They got to go back to Indiana. It's going to be a little tough there. But speaking of Indiana, Tyrese Haliburton actually was hurt in this game, right? And he came back, but it wasn't, he was very passive. Obviously, you see he's gutting through it. But TJ McConnell was really playing well. And at the point where they was down, I think he got it within four. Him and Pascal Siakam, who finished with 28, and they took TJ out again. Um, Not to get called by Rick Carlisle, I think he should have just ride the hot hand. Right? You ride it. You ride it. You ride the hot hand, and that's what you do. You ride the hot hand, and you got to trust in that. Well, these guys can do it. Knowing Tyrese is hurt, I understand what he's done. Sometimes you, as a coach, Rick should know that he's not a new style coach. You're an old school coach. You should have just ride out McConnell because he was just a terror in the paint, knocking down shots, getting the teeth of their defense. They try to put a bigger defender on him. He was just too quick, make the right pass, and you get somebody in there. He muscles him in, boom, with the pull up inside the lane. This is a tough one now. His Tyrese status is somewhat unclear because I think if you have any kind of pull when it comes to the lower, the hamstring or the lower extremity of the thigh. Now, obviously, they're going to do a lot of treatment going into the game 6 and see if he can go. Because you could still play, but the thing will be, can you go after after the game if it's inflamed and things like that nature. So I feel he's gonna go no matter what. He knows what's on the line. This is not something you could be guaranteed. Um, so I think what's that's going to be saying if he's hampered in Game 6 and you got to use your bench. Would Carlisle do so, or would he know from what he watched in Game 5, listen, I have to pull a plug on you and see if they could get this to force a Game 7. Because OKC right now is in full control. And now you got Carlisle in a situation where it's going to be day to day, day to day. And then he's going to make game time decisions and also decisions on the flow. And if Haliburton can't move to make assists and he's just, having the ball up all the way up top, passing it, um, you know, not geared up, ready to be aggressive, you can't play him. Because if he's not being aggressive, meaning when I say aggressive, I mean taking shots. You gotta understand that. I mean aggressive, making sure that your defender is not laxing off on you because he knows that you either not going to be able to do, you're limited in motion to make a key pass or to create a shot on your own. Now, if you're just up there, just staying up top and swinging the ball over, swinging it, and your defender is just standing there, just looking for something, and you're not moving, then you're a liability, and they have to look at that. So this is gonna be really crucial. But for OKC, one win from the mission statement, winning the championship, something they've been saying all season, and this will be a real test. It's gonna be a real test. Can they close them out in 6 games, or will it be forced to be a Game 7 back at your home where I don't think OKC wants a Game 7? Yeah, home court advantage, but man, you just don't know. Someone could get so hot in that, and then you're really in trouble. And Game 7s are really really tight games because they should know they had a 7 game against the Nuggets. Yeah. But this is NBA Onetake's Pretty Boy Laker, June 17, 2025. And I'm out.